Why women love tattoos. Female nature video, pink ears, pink light. You can't see the pink light, but it's behind me. It's a bit higher up than you can see. So why do women love tattoos? As you can see, I have many tattoos. I got my tattoos a long time ago, and I noticed as I was getting more tattoos, I would get more attraction from women. I thought they were cool. I always had this, I think all guys have like this ideal hyper masculine character in their minds when they're growing up. My ideal hyper masculine character was always tatted up. Rappers get a lot of tattoos, and I was really into, and I still am, into rap music, hip hop. So it's not about the tattoos, it's more about what it represents. It's like a symbol of risk-taking, criminality, pain tolerance, masculinity. This is why most men don't like tattoos on women, because it represents masculinity. Femininity, it should be like pure and innocent and nice and soft. It doesn't go well with tattoos. Usually women who have tattoos, the more tattoos they have, usually they're more promiscuous. This is what I've found to be the case, especially butterfly tattoos. If a girl has a butterfly tattoo, it means she was intensely a hoe. And maybe now she's trying to not be a hoe, but that hoe is in her. Sailors used to get tattoos, and they would get a tattoo from like all the places they would stop at as like a memento, a souvenir permanently engraved on their skin. There's pain that comes with getting a tattoo. By the way, I'm speaking about like being heavily tattooed. This is what I'm talking about. For instance, I can show you guys, I have 2 sleeves, I have my whole front, my stomach, great. My stomach is my favorite. You see it's a tiger. I don't know if you can see. And I have an eagle, and I like these, it's called like traditional or something. Traditional, American traditional. There's a guy in Croatia who does these kinds for me, really good artist. But if you have one gay little tattoo that didn't even hurt, this doesn't really apply to you. The thing about tattoos, and you're able to take pain, you are decisive. I mean, you're putting something on your body that's permanent. So this requires some level of decisiveness, which is an attractive quality in a man. And like I already mentioned, criminality. Criminals get tattoos. And this is a whole separate video that I have that I'm gonna record, but women actually are very attracted to criminals. They're attracted to outlaws. They're attracted to men who play by their own rules and who disregard social norms and customs and the law. They disregard the law. I've always found a lot of joy, and I feel a sense of glee when I break the law, but not like something serious, just like I'm very mischievous, like crossing when the light is red instead of when it's green. I don't like the idea of a light telling me what to do, so I like to do the opposite. And just breaking small laws that I find trivial and pointless. I mean, it's not pointless, it's to control the masses. And everything I do, I try to distance myself from the masses. You know, getting tattoos used to be a way to distance yourself from the masses. Nowadays, it's pretty common. You have to get more and more tattoos to distance yourself from the masses who have like a few tattoos. You gotta get like face tattoos or something. I'm gonna get a face tattoo. I'm just like thinking about what it should be. I was thinking like a little pink heart right here or something like that. I don't know. I love the number 6, maybe a 6. So I already have some 6 tattoos on my leg. But women are attracted to rebelliousness, outlaws, characters. They're attracted to archetypes. like the bad boy. Everyone knows women love bad boys. Bad boys love tattoos. So women love tattoos on a man. And you know, being in really good shape, like having developed some muscle mass and being lean and having tattoos, this is like such a potent formula for getting women. Women love this. If you're just a skinny, scrawny guy with lots of tattoos, yeah, you're gonna get some attraction from women. If you're a jacked dude, this will help you attract women. But when you combine the two, this is like mwah, chef's kiss, amazing. I'm not saying you should lift weights and get tattoos for women. This kind of defeats the purpose. But it's a nice side effect. I've always wanted to be like I said, every young man or boy has like a hypermasculine character ideal that they aspire to. And the hypermasculine character I always aspired to was always like, when I picture my future self in my mind, I'm fucking jacked, lean, and heavily tattooed. So this is what I work towards in my life. And women love this shit. They really do. Especially the type of women that I find most attractive, which is great for me. And women love tattoos because it shows a sense of not giving a fuck. I mean, it used to be more so. Now it's kind of commonplace to have tattoos, but it used to be a symbol of like an outlaw not giving a fuck about rules. And this really, it's much better if this is congruent with your personality and who you are. My tattoos are very congruent with who I am. I'm not play acting. I'm not like role playing outlaw, bad boy, criminal, whatever. This is actually who I am. So if it can be congruent, like if you're just this weak, soft guy and you get tattoos, it's not gonna actually help you that much. It's gonna feel incongruent. Like you see the guy, he looks tough and cool, but when you get to know him, he's just not that person. So it needs to be congruent with who you are. So women love tattoos on a man if it's congruent with his personality and his character. And yeah, I mean, a lot of criminals get tattoos. Women love criminals. Women love criminality. They love counterculture. They love men who they give off an aura of being above society, outside of society, outside of the norm, outside of the like cookie cutter good little boys who follow the rules. Good little boys who follow the rules, this is anti-seductive. Being nice and, you know, being normal and being part of the herd, this is very anti-seductive. Women will categorize you as like a rule follower, part of the herd, if you display these types of traits. And that is the common, it's like the masses of men act this way. They're part of society, they follow the rules, there's like unspoken customs and norms and things that they adhere to psychologically. And usually men with tattoos, they are against all that. They're against what's normal, they're against what's common. And women really love the uncommon. They like the exceptional, the rare men. So a lot of my videos are about how do you become rare? How do you become unique? How do you become a man who is superior and above the rest of society, the other men? It always comes down to just rising above the other men. Life is a competition. You just have to be better. And how do you become better than the others? You have to spend most of your time developing yourself in solitude. So you have to find deep meaning and fulfillment in the activities you engage in when you are by yourself, and not be constantly trying to stimulate yourself externally from social things, from women, hanging out with people. You have to cultivate some kind of inner value and inner world. Like I always say, develop a rich inner world, have intellectual pursuits, reading, writing, have like a life of your own that is separate from the external world that you treasure and value. So the time I spend in solitude developing myself, this means so much more to me than the time I spend hanging out with women, hanging out with other people. But that is necessary. I'm not saying to be a loner and be constantly alone. I really enjoy, obviously, I'm a human being. We crave social connection. It's part of what makes us, it's part of having good mental health. And this can be accomplished by living in a populous area. If you live in an urban environment, I live in a city. Me just living my normal life, going about my day, buying groceries, walking my dogs, just doing normal stuff, I encounter people constantly, and I'm constantly having random social interactions with strangers. This is enough. This gives you enough social interactions to make you psychologically happy, like to keep your mental health in a good place. You don't have to spend hours upon hours hanging out with your friends or with women to scratch that itch of social interaction. It is necessary. You can't just be isolated from society. You need a little dose of social interaction. And sometimes you can spend periods, like in the summer, I spend long periods, like weeks, where I'm just like every day I'm hanging out with my friends and we're doing stuff. Also, solo travel is so good for this. If you travel on your own, you are forced to talk to other people. Like, ask them, where's this thing? Ask them for directions, ask them whatever. There's other people who are traveling, who are tourists. You guys can relate on that level. And yeah, solo travel is huge. You actually are more social when you travel on your own. You make connections and friends much easier on your own. Like, I remember traveling with my ex-wife. We're kind of like, me and her are like a couple. We're in our own little world, and there's much more friction to like talk to strangers when you're already with another person. But when you're alone, you are very receptive and very motivated to talk to strangers. I don't know how this became about social interactions and solo travel. It's about why women love tattoos. But yeah, these are my thoughts on this topic. Shout out to the guy who commented about this. You guys, I love when you leave comments. It gives me ideas. This video idea, why women love tattoos, this was not my idea. This is from someone who commented on one of my videos. So please leave a comment on this video, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.